70.3 world champion. She is here mixing it up with all these people who want to take her down. The only one who has done so in recent years is Holly Lawrence from Great Britain. She won in 2016 in Australia. But what about just a couple of people who are there so close? Lucy Charles from Great Britain, as well as, I'm just going to say, from the USA, Chelsea Sodaro. She is on a hot streak. If we're going to talk just one more, Didi, and then you got to take it away. What about the Aussie, Ellie Salthouse? A super strong athlete all around. But there's a look. We're going to see all the women racing, Didi.
Yeah, our list of professional women, it's magnificent. It's a world championship event. You'd expect nothing less. Really hard to not mention Daniela Ryf, Lucy Charles, Holly Lawrence, and I agree 100%. Chelsea Soldaro, a bit of a dark horse for that podium.
There she is. We saw Emma Pallant from Great Britain, also a true talent, but all the way down to, as you look at Lisa Norden, our silver medalist in the Olympics in London. So that's another one that you got to watch out for. We've got, again, everyone on here. USA's Lauren Barnett back racing. And then we've also got here on this some unique athletes. Kaisa Sali from Finland, a standout at the Ironman distance, and then Paula Finley from Canada.
Paula Finley, again, a name that very well could factor in and should factor into the top 10 in the race here today.
That's right. Super multinational. There is a race going on in the USA tomorrow that some of the athletes are going to do, but otherwise, and that's in Santa Cruz, California, but otherwise all the talent is here, Didi. They've all come out to see who can be the best and who can call themselves Ironman 70.3 world champion. This is, again, the 14th running of this event, started in 2006, many years ago in Clearwater, Florida. But let's watch as these women tackle this beach start. Those are rocky beaches down there too, Didi, and they'll cue off, run right across, and they're underway right now. Our 2019 Ironman 70.3 World Championship, Nice, France, is off and running.
And I think in not too much time, we are going to see Lucy Charles Barkley to the front of this race. Her swim ability, renowned. Definitely, she will take control of this race from the start. She won't be alone. The Haley Chura of the United States, another superstar swimmer, is going to try to take advantage of Lucy Charles' feet and put some distance between her and some of the other contenders. But absolutely, I think we've already seen Lucy Charles right at the front of this race.
Well, she's so incredibly powerful all the way through. She's got a very fast start. She's got a very long depth to her fitness. She was an open water swimmer at a very high level, nationally speaking. But let's talk about Holly Lawrence. She's another one that typically doesn't get dropped. So, Didi, just from a tactic standpoint, how important is it, if at all, for Daniela Ryf to have one of her got to stand up and get over this hill? It's a find what I can do for the next, probably for these women, Didi, 35 to 38 minutes?
I think I saw a statistic earlier that in training, Lucy Charles Barkley had posted a segment on Strava of 30-something minutes, 30 to 35 minutes. So it is a long
event worldwide. But so, again, that holds to speculate. Her penalty was for drafting. We'll know exactly later, but all we know now is she served 5 minutes. It was a blue card, and she's now out of the race from the contention standpoint that we saw her in earlier. Amelia Watkinson also just continuing to lose time on the technical descent behind these athletes.
We saw that graphic a moment ago where just in this descending portion over the last 5 or 6 minutes, Daniela has put in a 50-second gap, maybe more than 5 or 6 minutes. They've been descending longer than that, but in very short order from the start of the descent, 50 seconds to the women that she spent, that whole entire first sort of 45 kilometers unable or just not willing to get away from, but 50 seconds is the gap so far in this descending portion.
Fantastic, and you can see she's taking the opportunity right now, Daniela Ryf, to switch the bottle from the back to the front. She's got that between the air bars bottle, and she's minding the details of the nutrition and the fueling intake. Very important, something that it's the 2019 Ironman 70.3 World Championship in Nice, and this is Daniela Ryf, our 4-time champion, coming in, trying to make it 5.
Trying to make it 5, getting her feet out of her shoes here. Again, we talk about skill again. She's twisting and turning, taking her feet out of the shoes, getting herself ready to dismount. Always heads up. Bike handling, very crucial through some of these corners when, again, your feet are out of your shoes, making her way towards the dismount line, and we'll see how she looks as she gets ready to tackle this Hoka One One run course.
Gosh, Lisa Norden is still there in 5th place at 6 minutes back, but if you kind of run those numbers to second, she's only 3.5 minutes back. So Lisa Norden poised to take her potential first a podium at an Ironman 70.3 championship race. Now Daniela Ryf into transition, and the chrono is on. Am I right? We are going to see how this transition goes. She was slower in T1. It didn't seem to matter much, but let's see, because every second counts as we get a shot of this T1 and Daniela Birch. Diana Birch there, our World Championship coordinator, so runs Kona and this race. Daniela Ryf cranking it through this transition. First one in. What an honor.
What an honor, and again, she's not going to get any information here in transition. There's nobody telling her how far back she is necessarily, but the nature of this course, once she gets out on the loop, she'll get a little bit of an education as to what her time gap is, and I think she'll be pretty comfortable and confident in that.
2 hours, 33 minutes, and 38 seconds. That's the bike time. That's smoking it right there. 44.4 kilometers an hour average, so over that last segment. But wow, what a great bike time for her. 2:33, DD. The total running time 3:02. Just quickly add an hour 20 or so to that. Hour 18. We're under 4:20 for a very challenging course. But
indeed.
I predict she's going to go quicker. I think she's going to get in there and crank it, and watch this as she transitions there. What a great overhead shot.
Yeah, great overhead shot of the whole transition area. Again, a respectable long run there that the athletes go through before they're able to grab their gear bags, put the run shoes on, hand the gear bag off to, again, our tremendous volunteers, keeping them all organized throughout the day, and Daniela Ryf is off and running.
Didi, I've never actually asked this to Matt, so I'll ask it to you. What's it like to be first into transition too?
It's exciting. I think it depends on how good a runner you are. It's probably more exciting for Daniela Ryf than it's been for me in the past, but I think Daniela's going to feel really, really good about this. Again, I don't think she knows what's probably happened to Lucy, but I don't think she's thinking much about that at the moment. She's able to look at the transition and know that she is through transition out onto the course and hasn't seen second place enter transition yet. So she's going to have some sense of what her time gap is, and I think she's going to feel great about it.
I have to agree there. Holly Lawrence, Imogen Simmons coming in second and third. Really, truly still in the hunt for the first place spot on that podium. Holly Lawrence has done it before. No one else can say that here in this field. And that, what I mean by that is she has almost just fallen off her bike, but she has saved that very beautifully. She's won this race before. She won in Mooloolaba, Australia, 2016, the Ironman 70.3 world champion. That'll never go away. She's got those rainbow stripes forever. Holly Lawrence is going to make quick work of this transition, as will Imogen Simmons. The question is, Didi, do they fight it out together? Do they push each other too hard? Are they allies? Is that done? Where's the dynamic at this point as Lawrence rolls past?
I think any allegiances are over and done with. I think they certainly will use each other to get the most out of themselves, but I think that both of them are going to want to dispense of the other one as quickly as possible in pursuit of Daniela. Again, I think Holly is supremely confident and is supremely hungry after 2 years of frustration with this race, having won the race in 2016, having pulled out of the race in 2017, having missed the race outright in 2018. She is hungry.
She's hungry. Wow, and she's fit. She looked incredible. Haven't seen, she looked to me the best, the most fluid in transition. She got to her run legs and her run form more quickly. Daniela Ryf, one of the most efficient runners. You'll see her right here, a little bit loose in the arms, at least on that left side, but this is an efficient runner. She's built to run long distances at fast paces. She's not maybe built to run exceptional 10K, but she's going to run very, very well 21K and up. Daniela Ryf, she's getting after it, but let's take a look here because the gap was 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Holly Lawrence, what an exceptional transition, and here we go. She took 10 seconds out. Holly Lawrence is 2 minutes and 26 seconds down, and there she goes.
Yeah, there she goes. A little bit of a gap now to Imogen Simmons. She gets out onto the run course. She is wasting no time. I don't think she has any plans of using Imogen as an ally at all. Every woman for themselves out here, and she is out to work in pursuit of Daniela. We'll see if she can reel her in at all.
King of the Kingdom of Bahrain. Daniel Reed, please congratulate us. Time now for the champagne celebrations in the champagne shower. Félicitations, santé, prost, and congratulations. And now we go back to the finish line. We go back to the racing. All three are there.